you want to wave?
Hello everyone, we are here at the SGB Media Zone.
Was it?
Before the climate summit, I thought I knew everything about sustainability and climate change. This event really opened my eyes to the reality of it all.
I realized that the issue was complex at first. I knew that it was, but I realized a lot more things that go into it.
The future looked incredibly bleak, but after this weekend, things are starting to look a lot better.
I got to learn like simple solutions all the way up to bigger solutions like financing on how to fix climate change.
I thought in order for progress to happen, it was going to require huge policy changes. I learned that it's the small changes that are going to make a huge difference.
What changed was my perception of how I can explain to people who aren't environmentalists, who don't have the background to understand exactly what's happening, how I explain to them what their changes in their habits and daily routine should be to try and help the environment.
I came to the climate summit thinking that living a waste-free life was very expensive, very inconvenient, complicated. But after hearing all the panelists and all the solutions that they had to offer, it was like, okay, it's about being educated, it's about knowing what you're consuming, and I think it's something we all can do.
We were able to go to a panel where they discussed climate finance, and they broke us up into groups.
One group was like, we need to make it more clear that this financing is here and that we need to do it through the internet because that's the way that people advocate online now. If the social change is happening online, the money should also be online.
This one student, she mentioned about hackathons. There'll be 48 hours in a room like sharing your ideas and how they would be able to like put it together.
The most exciting climate solution, at least for me, is Plastic-Free Fridays.
So basically the Plastic-Free Friday movement is on every Friday, people such as myself and other youths consider not using any plastic products for the entire day.
My call to action would be to be more involved with my friends' actions and not just myself, and make sure they really understand exactly why they're making the changes that I'm asking them to make.
I learned from the conference that when we do social media posts about climate change, we only bring up the problems. Only a small amount is about solutions. So I think the youth, they can create posts that have answers rather than problems.
If we take one step at a time and even contact community level people to get this idea of climate change more into the pressure of like the state and individual communities, that could help an incredible amount.
There are so many incredible organizations out there that could use your help and that also need funding. Funding to these organizations is huge. It could help them get all of their commitments done, and it will really push for change for our environment.
Within your passion, find how that industry is helping fighting climate change. So find them, unite with them, and help with this cause.
You really pay attention to what scientists are telling you, to what your peers are telling you. Advocate for your life and your planet.
You take a man!